Again for John Burton, right. You're in, and the lacrosse team on quite a streak here, 4 in a row.
They sure are. The defense has really clamped down lately, and that was the key early on to their struggles. But now that the defense is getting in order, the team is getting in order as well. And if you talk to the guys on the lacrosse team, you get the feeling they're really starting to gain confidence. The 5th-ranked Orangemen are beginning to play up to those early season expectations, and today in the Dome continued their run to the playoffs against the Loyola Greyhounds, 9th-ranked in the nation. Former Lafayette standout Gaywas Schindler, a great game, the hat trick for Schindler. Greyhounds up 4-1 in the first. For the Orange, they come back, though, behind Casey Powell. Is this guy a special player or what? Watch the behind-the-back pass to Matt Doyle, and SU up 5-4 at the break. In the second half, freshman Matt Cutaya spins, shoots, and scores his 2nd of the day. And then Rob Kavovit to Jim Morrissey, a hat trick for the senior. Orange within 1, 10-9. In the 4th period, Powell comes through, 2 goals in the final period. 13-11, the Orangemen win it, and after the game, Jim Morrissey talks about the team's attitude.
Yeah, you know, we feel if we're down 9-1, we're never out of a game, especially in the Dome. And
playoffs and do what we do so well, grow at the end of the season, and develop some confidence in one another and play our best ball.
Meanwhile, in baseball, if the Yankees keep going at this rate, they're going to have to go till the turn of the millennium just to finish the season. They've had 3 games delayed and only 1 game played as scheduled. Tonight against the Rangers, they did get to play. Jimmy Key making his first start since last May, but with Juan Gonzalez at second base, the single to left, and here comes Gonzalez around third. The throw, not in time. Rangers go up 1-0. And then Mark McLemore, the grounder to short, and watch rookie Derek Jeter bobbles it, and he can't come up with it. Everybody's safe. Another run comes in, and they're now in the 9th inning, Texas leading it 4-2. As we check the AL scoreboard, the Indians pick up their first win of the season. The Red Sox are 0-5 for the first time in 30 years. Detroit over Oakland 6-1. Cecil Fielder with a home run in the Tigers win, and Minnesota beats Baltimore 8-3. To the National League, where the Mets are still hoping the '96 season will be a successful one. They've already suffered some tough injuries and some tough lapses on defense. Today against the Pirates, the injuries weren't the problem, but the defense, as you'll see, was not too great. We showed this at 6, and I just can't get enough of the sportscasters. Oh, boy. To Shea Stadium, Mark Clark newly acquired the fastball, and Jay Bell sends it over the left field fence. Goodbye, a home run for Bell. 2-0 Pirates. Jay Bell was not finished at the plate. Different pitcher, similar result. Deep to center field. Here goes Lance Johnson. Doesn't come up with it. The triple brings in another 2 runs, and the Pirates, a 6-hitter over the Mets. The shutout, 5-0. Pittsburgh, your winner. To the National League scores, and Colorado, a 5-4 winner over Montreal. Vinny Castilla, a grand slam home run there. Cincinnati beating Philadelphia 8-4. The Marlins shut out the Giants 1-0. Atlanta and St. Louis in extra innings. The Cards with the win, and San Diego and Houston also in extra innings. And the minors this afternoon, the Chiefs, a big win as we take our Chiefs check. 7-4 over Pawtucket, 6 unearned runs. They had a 6-run 6th inning and are now in first place in the IL East. In basketball, it's not official, but plenty of reports indicate Georgetown star Allen Iverson is going pro. The sophomore point guard and All-American this season will make his announcement official sometime this weekend. That, according to his former AAU coach, Boo Williams. Georgetown officials say they are unaware of any such decision, but it looks more and more like Iverson is heading to the NBA. In the NBA today, the New York Knicks and the Raptors in Skydome. Plenty of things to do when you're watching an NBA game. Doug Christie still thinks he's with New York. Instead, passes it to Ewing. Ewing to John Starks, the dunk. And now watch as the 3-point competition gets underway. First, it's John Starks. And second, it's John Starks. And third, it's John Starks. Now it's Hubert Davis. 14 3-pointers for the Knicks, a team record. They roll big time over the Raptors, 139-106, the most points for a New York team in 7 seasons. To the Meadowlands, and Mike Dunleavy and the Bucks taking on the Nets. Going to be another shot in the lottery for Milwaukee. Glenn Robinson, though, in this game, a star, 5 of 8 from 3-point range, and the big dog can also run the break. Here, the nice dish to Johnny Newman. He slams it home. A big day for the big dog, 32 points and 15 rebounds for Glenn Robinson. Chris Childs keeping the Nets close for a while. The nifty move, slashing inside, but too much Milwaukee. The ex-Orangeman, ex-Heat, ex-Celtic Sherman Douglas with the assist to Johnny Newman for 3. Milwaukee pulls away in the 4th. They win it by 21, 109-88. And checking the scores, the Pacers get 40 points from Reggie Miller in their win. Philadelphia over Atlanta by 1. Charlotte by 4 over the Cavs. And Dallas beating the Clippers 101-96. And finally today in golf at the Bell South Classic, you saw here on WTVH 5. Now, if I was playing, that's That'd be the best shot I'd have all day probably, but since I'm not, I'll tell you who is. Freddie Couples, the birdie on 16, 4 back of the leader at 6 under. But your leader, David Duval. Here on the par 3 13, the birdie putt. Duval at 10 under is leading going into the final round. A $1.3 million purse, not too bad. Very busy day in sports. So that does it.
Thanks very much, Steve. You know, Iverson would be a huge loss to Georgetown.
Oh boy, their
Although we
program
wouldn't be
really
complaining
goes,
here in Syracuse.
For Syracuse fans, you gotta love it.
All right, thanks very much, Steve.
Sure.
Still ahead tonight, if you're planning to head out for Easter services.